this is not the first time you're doing this. You literally can't take a joke. And for me, it's just like,
what the hell?
Like, what the hell?
This right here was a conversation long overdue, and I really like that they did. So for those of you who got to see it last night or yesterday, the housemates failed their wager task, but then the night went on well because they got to Z and Zeenaye got to win the Valentine's King and Queen. And then for the past few days, they've been a little bit kind of antagonistic towards each other. And it's something I just felt that, okay, even if you guys would stop talking to yourselves, why not have a conversation? So after the fun, loving moments of yesterday, we saw that the housemates got it inside the parlor, the lounge, somewhere in the kitchen, and here these two were having a conversation. In fact, I like something that Zeenaye did. He made sure to shut anybody up that came around to try to distract this conversation. And what was the conversation about? It was about the both of them having to have had issues for the past 1 week thereabouts. Z was complaining as to why and how Zeenaye doesn't really understand and cannot take a joke whenever she's joking. That's some of the things she says. She's just having a good time and he needs to understand that. He acknowledged by saying, when it comes to her, he normally would take things way too serious than he should, but that wasn't a problem. The night ended on a very light note for the both of them. We saw Zeenaye and Jareed had the guys actually had games where they were having hand tussle games, who will pull each other down, and we saw where Z was even cheering Zeenaye. So that was really good. They had a good time. I liked it. I just hope this nonsense would happen again. And of course, for those of you who have been voting, I think this is the right time to congratulate you for your housemate who probably would not be evicted by Sunday. So if you voted one of your favorites on this list, that is Liema, Lerato, Papagos, MICH, Yolanda, or Pali, then you're on a very good note. Now moving on, Mpumi is actually pissed with her friend Els, and what I think I'll start doing now is for every conversation I need to explain to you, I'll put a short clip so you understand how it went, right? So Mpumi was in the kitchen doing a little bit of cleanup, and there was it Mick Jr. or Papa Ghost? Was it Mick Jr. or Papa Ghost? I think it was Mac Jr. Yeah. So they were there, and she was complaining how she's disappointed and not happy with Els because this is a touchy time for Liema. And she told Els that they should avoid Jareed. They should stay off Jareed at least for a number of days, even if it's still Saturday, so that Liema can, have somebody to comfort her now that she lost her grandma. So for those of you who don't know, Liema lost her grandma, and her closest person, or literally her only person, would be Jareed. Because I remember a few days ago she was complaining how she didn't have friends, that nobody woke her up for the morning exercise. So Mpumi was disappointed to now notice that Els was all around Jareed today. And I'm like, okay, I understand that Els is supposed to respect Jareed, Liema, and stay off Jareed. But even Jareed is disrespectful to his girl, because what in the world? He did way much more than all these ones they're talking about. And I'm going to get right into it. But of course, here's a conversation of when she was telling Mac Jr.
Like, you just found out now that you lost your grade. Yes, obviously the next person to confide in is him. So imagine if you were to find him in bed with some girl or some corner, kiss him like more.
You would think that the advice that Mpumi gave her friend Els would stick, but of course it didn't. Even worse is the fact that Jareed doesn't have any iota of a respect for Liema. And let me be honest, it's quite funny. I think at this point, they should find a role for Jareed to act on national TV in South Africa. Or better still, Big Brother should just give him the 12 million rand, the 2 million rand, so we can be done with this show, because this guy is playing the game to the latter. He's giving content and he is giving Yemi Craig's vibes. So the night was coming to an end, and here was Jareed and Els having very, very intricate moments. First off, it was in the room. She was dancing and luring him with what he would like. He went beside her in front of a mirror, danced with her for a while, and then they went into the dressing room, avoiding every other housemate. I mean, they intentionally went to the dressing room when people were not there, and boom, they started their lip-to-lip work, and it was heavy, it was intense. They did it for a while. He lifted her up. It seems like this guy just really likes lifting ladies up. It's like it's one of his best positions if he wants to do stuff, because after that he dropped her because they would be spying at the door to see if Liema or somebody was coming, and then they'll soon get back. At this point, in this particular picture, what you're seeing at this point was when they were, having good moments, and then Liema was coming. I don't know, Liema, at this point, I really need to understand what Liema is doing, if she was following them. So Els got up and said, your idiot is coming. I was like, what in the world? Jareed could not even caution her for saying that word, saying, oh no, it's not cool. Even if it is playfully, he did not. But no, Els insulted Liema on national TV. Even worse was the time they shared in the bathroom. So MICH was in the bathroom, one of the stalls, and there was Jareed and Els in one of them. They were talking. You could hear their voices. I mean, if you're close to the stall, you could hear them, and then their mics were on, obviously. They were having a conversation, and Els was talking about what's going on with him and Liema. She doesn't want this drama. And then he was like, oh, he's giving her time to process the loss of her grandma. It would not be nice to, provoke her this period. And that is why he and Mpumi have given each other space, or it's like they quarreled or something. And I'm like, what are the both of you doing in the same stall in the bathroom? It turns out things were going on because I could hear sounds. At this point, I am definitely sure that there was a head job and probably a hand job being done, because immediately Mitch left that place. He left around the time you could hear the smacking of, what the mouth was doing. He went to go and inform Liema, probably because that's what I feel. He washed his hand, went to go and inform Liema. Liema wants to just give herself heart attack, rushed to the place, went to another store and was hearing what they were saying or doing. Soon Jareed snuck out of that bathroom and what's her name? Els waited a few minutes before she also snuck out of it and went to go and wash her hands. See, let me be honest, at this point, I need to give a national online query. If anybody is dating someone like Jareed, just respect yourself and know that you are dating a public property. Save yourself the stress, because in the end you might probably just lose. Now guys, of course I'm going to attach the clips. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.